The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Now, I don't know what you want to do. Do you want to get to million to billion, or you want to keep having the same rerun you have every day? I watch people have reruns all the time. 45 years helping people just like you. And it's frustrating because I can't get them all to do what I want them to do when I want them to do it. They always give excuses. Now, if you're a person who wants to get to millionaire to billionaire and have no excuses, hold on, get your tablet and pen. If you're one of those that like to have the same rerun every damn day and have excuses, this is not for you. My name is Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. I tell it like it is. And I got to million to billion. You might want to play a little bit with me. So tablet and pen, write down today's date. It's pretty simple. Now, as we do all this, it's live. So that means live 6 days a week. You have to play with me if you want to. All right, been in person or online for 45 years, having fun with people. Now, fun is simple because I like changing lives. It became a hobby of mine. Now, there's no pictures, there's no recording. Why? It's pretty simple. All right, if you don't put it here, it's never going to happen. It's got to be habit forming, and that's the ultimate goal for all of you. So today, all right, we're going to talk about goodies. We're going to talk about the things you're allowed to go get. You forgot something. It's called We the People. And I think that's the biggest problem. People forget all the time. We the people. So we're going to teach you some rules and tools. You ready to begin? You got your tablet and pen? Now understand, not easy. Oh my goodness, not easy at all. You see, we all have a sad story to tell. At the end of the day, I don't think most people care anyway. So what do we get to do? Let me tell you a little bit of my story, how I got to the first million and then double billion at 26. I got born in a taxi outside Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me. She threw me away. I got to be Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell, rich and famous people too. The bottom line, your journey today could begin with me if you follow along. But you got some work to do on your side too. Now let's understand as we play the game of business. I wrote the game of business, winning the game of business 45 years ago. You see, what I was doing, creating residual income, had a problem. I needed my $1,000 a month bills to be paid. Now, what I do, I look behind the curtain. What do? I'm sorry, you probably sit there going all day long. See, I don't like excuses. All right, but again, I think most people give excuses. Half the people are lazy in the first place. But you want to win, all I need you to do is listen and pay attention. So let's think. Today, if you don't allow me to balance your score, personal credit, and give you rules and tools, you're never going to get where you want to go. This means you take out your credit cards in your personal wallet right now. If not, at least write down the procedure, because I wrote it and I set it all up. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough, security chief of TRW. They became a spear and everybody followed along. So you might want to listen to rules and tools. Every card you get, personal card needs a sticky. You write down the limit of the card, you maintain 25% always. You never go past 29%. Now these two cards is 100,000. These 71,000 of safety. Your problem is you're an adult. You're a man, you're a woman. You got to step up to the plate and win. But again, are you willing to do what you're told to do? I drew this years ago, the first one of these. It's called a line of defense. So I need you to understand, if you truly want to be a certified CFO, to a corporation, you're going to maintain a 750 the rest of your life. You see, if you jacked up your credit, you dropped your score, you got stuck, couldn't get any more, and backed yourself, family in a corner, I think that's kind of dumb. What you could have did is paid attention. Understand these two cards in my hand, they don't reflect your credit, reflects your credit at all. So they don't make your score going up and down. So this means simple. If I use these cards past the 29% rule, and I made sure I maintain the payment on these, I can maintain a 750 score the rest of my life. That's what you should do in the first place. So let's understand TRW, Thomas Raymond Woolridge. They made bicycle parts, El Segundo, California. Then they started doing information business. They hired Ken Yarbrough. I got to train him. It's very simple. TRW became the reports from. You see, in 1996, they were bought out by Experian. When I drew the first sketch of this years ago, it was good, fair, or hell no. You see, if you take these cards and you kind of screw them up and down like it said before, without using these to balance your score, I'm sorry, you're going to get stuck. You can't get any more. It takes credit to get the American dream. Because right now, today, you're not getting a raise. You're going to get $1 million from the lottery. Everything you do depends on what you put in place. So what I wanted to do with Harold Stokes and me years ago, put it in high schools. Could you imagine if you had your tablet and pen and you wrote down the procedure I gave you today, step by step, and you follow through? Every kid in high school, if we gave them the rules and tools, they wouldn't make the same mistake you did. You see, I think the next generation should understand how to play. You started your credit file because you were guessing and someone told you to do this and that. They were guessing all the way. I'm going to correct a lot of the mistakes of you today, okay? Now, a corporation's a legal person. It's right there. Come on. I'm being used and abused by Mrs. Hope, rich and famous people. She told everybody she's helping the kids. She was fully, you know what? She was a biatch. What did I do? All right, they had a poker game every Wednesday night. I remember Dan Blocker being there and Michael Landon and the producer Gunsmoke Mission Apostle, Ted Turner, and an attorney. All going blah, 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 smoking cigars, talking out there. But all I heard is a corporation's a legal person. Okay, I wrote it down. They told me I was weird. I was in the corner writing notes. You know what I did? I went down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. I wanted out of hell. See, my motivation was pretty simple. You get through the day and you're okay. That's kind of silly and dumb. The ones that say, thank God it's Friday, those are losers. Oh, it's hump day. No, it's every day. You got to fight for what you want, but that's up to you. 7.5 years old, I go to the Torrance Department, Torrance Police Department. Next towards the library, I walked in, man, what does this mean? I wanted to understand. That's all I wanted. I learned to read at 2.5 years old, taught myself to do that too. Just by asking people, what is this word, I memorized them all. Okay. The lady walked away. She was rude. Oh my goodness. 5 minutes later, here's a mock of his, here's a bug. She was another bee. What did I do? I read the book. I'll bet you've had a friend and family member rip you off and you allowed that. I'll bet you spent thousands on crap that didn't work. Congratulations. Okay. I don't understand. You understand something today? Notice what? Corporations and legal what? Person. It may sue or be sued. Now, I didn't get that part in the beginning, but I was basically going to the library for 2 years. By the time I was 9.5 years old, I was brave enough to send away a $10 money order, Secretary of State of California. $10, it's all cost. Now, today it's $30. I don't understand. Men and women, they're grown, they're supposed to be responsible people, spending $10,000 or thousands or $5,000 to an attorney, CPA, corporate service for a corporation when they're all free. They didn't learn diddly squat, and those people let them down anyway. It's like, I don't understand, stupid. So what did I do? Going back to the library for the 2 years, sent my money order away. I'm the founder of Helping Hand Industries, the original one. Simple. Bottom line is I got $100,000 of credit cards in the mail, scared the crap out of us. Mrs. Hope called Ted Turner and that attorney. He said, is he a crook? He's 9.5 years old. They thought it was a crook. I got $100,000 cards in the mail because you got through their personal business credit. Everyone in the 70s and 80s got credit cards in the mail without applying. Then I got named in the movie Day, but what I really screwed up when I was 12.5, I got named in a lawsuit. I used the word Braille. It belonged to the Braille Institution. I had to learn to master trade name, trademarks, and copyrights. So when I got named in a lawsuit, it scared the crap out of me. See, this proved what I'm trying to tell you. When your corporation is sued, you're screwed up. They name you. That's your problem. See, your problem is you don't know how to play the game and win. And most people I watch on TikTok and Google and blah, 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 it's blah, 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 all I hear is a bunch of BS most of the time. And they're arguing with themselves. I don't get it. Isn't the goal not to bring the pain home? Isn't the goal to put all your ducks in a row? But what happens with everybody listening, learning, understand? If they sue the corporation today, they sue you. Your name is on the Secretary of State's website, and you're a duck and a sheep unless you learn to play and use the division process I invented in 1985-86. So let's teach you how not to bring the pain home ever again. Is that okay? Now understand, if you have an LLC, come January, the Treasury Department wants to kick your assets too, because they changed some rules. Be prepared for the CTA Act. Now, as we play, the goal is not to put all your ducks in a row. I heard that when I was a kid. You know what I drew? I drew a corporation and entities. And they go, what does that mean? See, you got choices. Now listen very carefully today. If you put your corporation to do what I tell you to do, I can get you $1 million at least. But again, you're going to have to quit bringing the pain home. Warning about me is simple. I'm honest and I'm blunt. I tell it like it is. If you follow stupid, you did stupid. You're not stupid. But what you did was stupid. Now, I built billions of dollars of credit, not only for myself, for my corporations and the people around me too. 45 years helping millions of people like you. That's why I got the nickname, the Godfather of Credit. So I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to treat you like you're 2 years old, and I'm going to pray to God you follow through and never bring the pain home. Is that okay? Now, we need a list. Now, there's a couple things you have to learn about me. Number one, I write with both hands and talk at the same time and have a third conversation. It's not possible. They told me in 6th grade I was retarded, but I have an IQ of 203 and total recall on most things. It's kind of fun, but again, it's going to be up to you, and I'm rhyming all the time. Now, here's your problem. Today, you woke up the same time you woke up probably yesterday and the day before and the day before that too. You keep getting up at the same time, the same boring routine, and you don't change a damn thing. Well, that's on you. I'd like you to assign yourself and set up an hour earlier tomorrow. An hour earlier tomorrow. Write it down. Set your alarm. Tell your phone to do that for you too. And what's going to happen is you're going to find your me time. Now, the next thing is we're going to create a goal list. Everything you've ever had, never wanted, please write it down. I get so bored so easily. Okay, I wish I had a client that would challenge the hell out of me, but most of them are as boring as can be when I make millionaires and billionaires. It's just boring to me, okay? Goal list, that's the index of a book. Got it? The next thing is that list you have to follow through. How about your daily list? Not only did I have my calls this morning, I gave daily lists of 5 people, and then the weekly list. And what they're doing is they're accomplishing the goal to get to the next step. What's the next step? Project list. You see, every goal you want is a project list. Now me, I was 17 and a half when I had 19 properties. All right, but I couldn't get number 20. They told me I had to basically have a problem. I had to get 19. My loan to value was hurting me. See, every time I hear no, I don't accept no. You accept it and you just follow the no. They said I couldn't do this. Okay. I transferred my properties to my divisions. I freed up my loan to value problem. One thing I needed to do back then, 17 and a half, is my bills were $1,000 a month. So I needed $1,000 coming in automatically so I could focus on something else. And as I accomplished that goal, I wrote the book called Winning the Game of Business, 45 years ago. Page 6, simple, cash flow, free up your time. Page 6, paragraph 3. You see, I tell it like it is, and if you want to accomplish the goal, just follow what I tell you to do. Now, when you're 26 years old and you're worth billions of dollars in corporate structure, and you got the helicopter, the yachts, and the race boats, and everything you damn well please, what do? I got bored. I was so bored because I don't like being bored. All right, when you got everything you want, but it's kind of fun. My wife, she calls this my hobby. You see, what am I going to do if I'm not helping people today? I have everything I want. There's nothing I can't go get. I want, simple to do. But again, helping you makes me having fun. But can I get you to listen and learn? And can I get you to follow through? So I got this foolproof program. You can't even screw it up unless you don't follow through. Now, my clients are like Arnold or Dr. Loki in Fiji Islands. We did the hospital. Anywhere from Supermans for Gold's Gym. All right, he says, I kick ass and motivate, get $1 million credit. College professors, no problem. Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, and Angels, too. Oh, Glenn Freeman, poor guy. He was so busy feeling sorry for himself, living in his car for 3 years. I told him to get off his assets, and I gave him a raise 360. Brand new business, $500,000 of credit, car, and a house. You see, I like to repackage people. All right, Giovanni worked for Pixar, $1.6 million. Little Karen delivered pizza. I said, stick around. I'll see you how to do real estate under the corporation. And got millions of dollars real estate. Now she got $1.2 million in 9 months. Now, these people coming out of prison need a second chance too. What did I do? Here's free rate, Ross, gold and platinum cards. All right, it's fun. Guy was in prison for 20 friggin' years. No one wanted to help him. What did I do? Rebuild his life in 6 months. You know, Thomas, 26 years in prison, then 6 months in coaching and on a weekly base, brand new dump trucks. You see, the problem is you need to learn to listen and follow through. Now, the biggest thing is not understanding. Biggest mistake you have today. So let's understand the SS5 form. Let's remember, you got your Social Security number at 14 to 16, if that was before 71. Because what happened is the SS5 has got the SSN for the 1040 tax return. The next thing is if you were born in 71 on, Nixon took the gold standard out. So mama had to fill out that form at the hospital after you were born. So they could bond us each for $35 million apiece. See, it's a game, and you got to learn to play the game and win. You got one Social Security number. That's all you're entitled to. But the reality is you think that controls credit, and that's where your silliness is. We, the people, there's the SSN, and then we have to compare it to a SS4. So let's understand. The IRS, it doesn't explain anything to you. Nobody else does, because I think there are a lot of stupid people in this world don't put all the, connecting the dots. SS5 versus SS4. Is that okay? So the SS4 form. Line 1 right there says legal name of entity. Legal name of entity. Or individual person. You see that number right there? So your name could be right there. So if we do this correctly and we learn to play, you don't need to be a crook. Hey, if you haven't filed tax returns, all right, you're a crook, you need to go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. 3 years in prison, $5 million fine, and ruined his career and his life. Now, if you don't want to be a crook, you got to play by the rules, and that's the IRS.gov 1244. So IRS.gov 1244. Do you realize that allows a single filing tax return? So it's public record. Understand, you and the corp get to file one single filing and almost not pay tax at all. You could learn to play up to that $5 million first. Lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things every day. Now, we look at the United States of America Incorporated. Why? Because Supreme Court says corporations are legal people. They had to. Because you have 50 corps called states, states called corps called cities. And then they filed the Chapter 9 bankruptcy in 11 cities. You see, if they didn't make them a corporation, I couldn't plan the problem for basically Chapter 9 they invented in the first place under the Federal Protection Act. They have bankrupt 11 cities' debts right in front of you while you're sitting there going beep, like this and doing nothing. I don't understand. Why aren't you learning to play the game? So we, the people, all right, Supreme Court says a corporation is a legal person, and you need to stop bringing the pain home. Now, we're going to write down the word division of me. Can you write it down? So let's understand, division of me. Now, we look at this form one more time. We look at your name, corporation, division, or subsidiary. I build you a corporate umbrella, okay? This means when we start getting assets and have liability, we have problems. We're going to talk about one of the Lamborghinis I obtained for $6,800 a month worth of $1 million, okay? Now, here's the problem with you. You would have bought it under you. Sorry, I call that dumb. Now, let's understand. I bought it as a division of a corporation. Understand? Because if I buy it under me and I can't pay it, they take it away, and I'll have shitty credit, and they'll report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now I'll have double shitty credit. If I buy it through the corporation, they see I'm an officer, so they sue the corp. They still sue me. I'm still a duck and a sheep. But I'm not stupid. So I bought it as a division of a corporation, and I guaranteed it SSN, SS4 under the division of me. You see, why did you allow yourself to be one? Why did you allow yourself to be the duck and the sheep every time you turn around? And why the hell did you bring the pain home? That's not acceptable. Don't you get this? You've got to man up, woman up. We're supposed to be responsible people. So if I have a problem with that Lamborghini, I'm going to do what I call the 3-step, and I invented it for me. Maybe you write it down for you. I'm going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate that piece over here. I'm going to keep my shopping centers, my properties, and all the goodies that I did, and even the book on, dry cleaning laundromats I wrote 20 years ago too, and all that fun stuff. I got a bad piece. I disconnect, isolate, incorporate, put it over here. Federal Protection Act Public Records says if I can't say within 6 months, I can bankrupt the hell out of it, throw it away. Why did you allow yourself to be one? I don't get this. I don't understand why nobody teaches division process besides me since I invented it. You see, you never had to bring the pain home in the first place. Here's a building. You never guarantee it as you. You guarantee it as a division of you. Every property you ever get needs to be in a division because you don't know who's going to slip, fall, and sue you and kind of screw you up. Now, everyone talking about LLC, C Corp, all this crap on Tickety Talk and Google and YouTube, stop. All that matters on the IRS is very simple, how you receive the money under SS4. We can talk about type of corporation to do that at the level 1 and setup every Wednesday, Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with me live. What matters is how you receive the money, no taxes due until you're profitable. The next thing is how do you finance a business? The only way you can finance a corporation is steal the money from your family or credit and screw it all up, which is called stupid, or you build corporate credit under the tax ID, which I do for people all the time under my dashboards that I created years ago. One card under the Fair Lending Act, 99 more. How many would you like? You see, corporate credit's a write-off. You get to write off the interest rate in the credit card. You don't steal from your family because that's called stupid. You're not stupid. Why did you do stupid? Now let's look at Mary. Mary's great. I think every one of you should change your name to Mary for a while. She basically is Ivy League, 800 score, $250,000 a year, starts her restaurant, gives $10,000 to the attorney, oh goody, and then $5,000 to the CPA, oh goody too. The attorney says, oh, the lease is okay. We have 3 options of that too. And then the CPA gonna watch the books. Here's Mary. She took $98,000 off her personal credit, dropped the score, and called them and said, what did I do? What's the response? I didn't know. I mean, there are so many stupid CPAs and attorneys on this planet. It's ridiculous. How many of them have screwed you over? You paid the retainer, and then basically when they got their money, what did you do? You didn't get any honey. Mary's problem is the same problem you got. She allowed herself to be the duck and the sheep. And when she filed bankruptcy in the corporation, basically from there, then had filed personal bankruptcy and lost her house. Her husband divorced her. Yeah, I didn't sign up for that. So here's what I need you to listen to do. I'm going to make you a certified CFO. Okay? If you ever going to guarantee something like Mary did, it's going to be a division of you or the division to the asset or the liability. If Mary's restaurant is a division of the corporation and she guaranteed as a division of her, she could have bankrupted those pieces, never bankrupt the corporation and her family, and they'd probably still be married today. Mary's problem, she didn't call until after she screwed it up. So let's stop bringing the pain home. Let's do it my way for a while. Now, look at your corporation today. I dare you. If you have one, look on Secretary of State's website. Very simple. Your name's right there. When they sue it, they sue you. I think you should put all your ducks in a row. What do you think? But that's going to be up to you. Right now, when they sue that corp, they sue you. That kind of sucks. Let me create your line of defense for you. That way, that never brings the pain home. Would that be okay with you if we play my way? Here's a $100 million building, a $1 million Lamborghini, one of the $5 million mansions I obtained, and one of the $1 million race boats. I obtained them. Why didn't you? It's a simple question. Why the hell didn't you obtain these things? All right. I mean, why didn't you do this? I don't understand. All I hear is no one told me. Excuse me, who told me? I had to develop myself. God, me. So don't get these goodies like this till you do $5 million a year. Okay. All right. Then you can write it all off too. So if I add you to my credit system, all right, now find out what your goals are. You can give me some goals that challenge me. And we're going to talk about credit, loan, and money. Okay. Write it down. I want you to put $100,000 in the corporate bank account. If you ever want to leverage money. Well, you don't have it, let's take it off of a card or a line of credit. Let's take the money from the same bank line of credit right back to itself, reference 3 times 5. Let's turn it into 1.5 million. See, your problem when you had money, you pissed it away. Well, that kind of sucks. So why don't we take a corporation, line of credit and get a division for a franchise, a division for apartment complex ran by third-party management. We set up a line of defense. What does this give you? Financial freedom. You see, money doesn't buy you happiness, but it does get the stress off your back. It gives you peace of mind. Happiness is mental. So what do? You find financial freedom. Your biggest mistake in your whole life, look at your age, look at your past, your present, your future. Let's look at what you're doing today. You're getting older, slower, you're not as pretty as you be, and you're running out of time. You did not create residual income. You did not have money coming in all the time like I did. For me, I knew my bills were $1,000 a month. I need 1,000 automatically, then at 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, and more. See, there's the goal. See, I've been helping people for 45 years in person or online. You can play with me 6 days a week, and your problem today, you got 34 days left of this year. If you don't get off your ass at incorporate and get all your divisions lined up for your banking for being 2 years old, that's called stupid. Every bank will tell you they have to have a line of credit. If you want one, your corp and your divisions have to be on their second year. If they're set up now, that's January 1st, second year. If you blow that, that's on you. So if we look at properties that I got to do when I was basically having fun, doing that $50,000 per property, flippity-dippity doos, I got tired of it. Do you know how many people are crooks? The buyers, the liars, the agents, the brokers too, the contractor, the subcontractor, stands outside Home Depot. I mean, they all want to steal your money. I got tired of that crap at 21 years old. What I wanted to do is become the bank. And that's what I did. See, your problem is you. You actually sold a car or a house before. Why didn't you assign the asset or the mortgage and become the damn bank? I think you blew it. So why don't we look at taking a duplex or fourplex apart or apartment complex? Let's split deed it. Why don't we do an assignment of mortgage? And then we look at in my books about real estate and financial system. How about the assignment of asset? Would you like to learn to please assign your asset? Simple. So if we look at real estate, come on. Right now you have 14 states. The brand new house is $100,000. We can do Section 8 or the local real estate office will manage it for you. And all they need is $5,000 down. Is that residual income? So if you play, I'm going to make you a money making machine if you pay attention. If you want to sell supply, vendor credit, computers, whatever, 100,000 to $1 million, that's called OPM. Don't pay a bill up to 90 days to Dun & Bradstreet. And what do? Sell on Amazon and eBay. Another way to make money today. So again, don't get these goodies until you hit what? $5 million. God's gift. All I can tell you is I find people have excuses or half the people are lazy. I like race boats that got my name on the side of them, don't you? And yachts. It's marketing tool, even Duffy's as well. How about big buildings and Lamborghinis too? You see, your problem is you. Or you have to learn to see it, believe it, go get it. Now, here's me in 1981. I've accomplished every goal I've ever had. So here I am, flat out. I'm breaking world records, kicking the door jam at 10, basketball hoop 2, and every time I turn around, some idiot says white men can't jump. I don't find it funny since I hold the record for the fastest and highest kick on planet Earth. Kicked out the lights that night. From here, guess what I get to do? See, no matter where you come from, you can accomplish your goals. Please quit hearing no. When someone says no, it does not mean anything. It means they don't know how. Do not hear no. Just go away and say thank you and find a way anyway. You have 1,000 steps to millionaire. I designed it the way I did it for me. From there, it's in the Millionaire's Founders Kit. All right. All you have to do today is understand a corporation right here and entities. Now let's compare to what you can see in front of you in your city. Bank of America. They bankrupt 5,000 locations. Chase Bank, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo. All right. We have basically, Sam's Club. From there, we have Geico. We have cities. So everything we run in front of you can file bankruptcy. You never bring the pain home while you're bringing the pain home for you. I would suggest stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO through my program and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. I would like you to write down what I called my first blueprint when I started it at 9.5 years old at the Torrance Library. I called it See It, Believe It, Go Get It. That's the ultimate goal. So from here, there are 5 things you need today. You're treading water, you're playing it safe. Please write down the 5 things so you can't take a picture or record. I want you to write down a 750, a real one, not a care credit first premier. I want you to have a corporation with 30 divisions. I want you to have $1 million of cash credit, checkbook money up to $1 million, and supply and vendor credit. Those are the things we're going to do for you to set up your foundation alone. Then we'll get you the project list as well. From here, we take a corporation. I'll hand you one for free if you don't have one. I'm going to show you how to stop bringing the pain home. You're going to put your ducks in a row, and I'm going to repackage you my way under the same corporate umbrella. Would that be okay if we did it my way for a while? All right. Now, I've incorporated 2 presidents of the world so far. My favorite was Lincoln. I didn't do his, but Ronald's I did, Ronald Reagan. Okay. Then even Nancy kept saying no. I'm the guy that did Teach Our Children that became the DARE program. So let's play even rich and famous people, all the ones you see here, all right, having fun. Well, what most people do is they have a kitchen table meeting with their friends and family, like you. We're going to start a business, honey. Oh, goody for you. What did you do? Well, the first thing, you got excited. Hopefully somebody during that meeting said one thing. What if shit hits the fan? You jacked up your cards, you dropped your score, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more, you backed yourself and family in a corner, which most of all of you did. You hawked your house, and I call that stupid. And you're not stupid. Why did you do stupid? You never had to do that in the first place, by the way. Let's start right now, never bring the pain, okay? Now, if you write down today's day, you project 90 working days. That's what I always do for me. See it, believe it, go get it. I'm going to fall down 1,000 times. I'm going to win 10. Those are just a couple of things I obtained, by the way. So let's understand today is pretty simple, winning the game of business. I wrote 45 years ago as I was receiving money on a monthly base, cash flow, free of my time, page 6, paragraph 3. So here I am dead in a coma in 2009. See, it doesn't matter if you have millions and billions, you can still die. And I got to die that day too. It kind of sucks. Ruined my whole day. We took out one of the yachts in the backyard. I got 3 yachts at the time. Wife wants to take a group of people, watch the fireworks, and I got to die because I got sick from somebody coming on the yacht. From there, she told everybody at the office he's in a coma, he's going to die. Ron's over at the office at One Technology Drive over on Spectrum and stealing my books and CDs. Tom, my IT guy, sold my websites and my phone numbers. Do not ever, ever, ever call that phone number. It's a porn site. They're the highest bidder, by the way. So understand something today. If you want to copy the Millionaires Founders kit, I used to sell it to Bonaventure for 32 years for $5,000 a set. It's no problem. It's yours for free as long as you sell over $99. $99. Now, here's what we're going to do. Now, I've had clients bugging me, everybody pushing me to do this. We're going to have a boot camp review. We're going to take that holiday weekend that's coming up, Thanksgiving, 24th, 25th, 26th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to have a 3-day online event. We're going to go through every book and CD you have. If you don't have it, we're going to give you for free if you sign up today. Very simple. We want to make sure you have every step of the way to get to the first 5 million. Bonuses are level 1, 2, and 3 in 90 days in 2024. Next, all specialty classes for 90 days, 2024. All right, you're getting $50,000 of bonus cash credit. Now, all classes and starting right the moment you sign up. Today, it is $1,999. For $1,999, you're getting this and $50,000 of credit. Normally, it's just $5,000 by itself. And if you do it today, while you're online with me, you get the books and CDs for free. If not, then you have to call the office, and you can pay them for the books and CDs plus the $19.99. That's the ultimate goal. As we play, starting a business, not easy. The people around you are going to knock you off the cliff, or maybe going to catch you, going to die. Why don't you hold your breath? Now, for me, it's pretty simple. When I was a little boy being used and abused, if I got up at 2:25 in the morning, all right, I knew the abuser couldn't get me at 2:30, and that's what I did. I was crying my eyes out. I got to get out of hell. So I put myself in check every day. I'm up every day at 2:25, dropping my knees to Jesus, thank you for the day, and I go look in the mirror. Here's the thing for me. I didn't get a family or mommy and daddy got nothing, got to live in hell. So what I had to do, choice to get out of hell. I put myself in check in the mirror every day. I look in the mirror every morning and I focus on me. I think about it, I see it, believe and go get it. Your problem with you, most of you, you have an idea, you talk to your friends and family, and you want them to encourage you instead they interrupt you and say, you got to do this and that. You ever notice idiots around you tell how to do your own idea and they've done diddly squat themselves because you let them cloud your direction? Sorry, I call them idiots, but that's kind of stupid on their part, huh? Your problem is you allow it. So July 4, 2009, 3 yachts in the backyard. Took out the yacht. The next day I'm in a coma. I'm going to die. I get to hear what's going on in the room. Tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. Nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. But I got a choice that day. Stay in peace or go back. I said go back. So I had a problem. Me as a kid, I got to go to, all right, literally, all right, moved 24 times while 11 and a half years old. How many schools and bullies? So the bottom line is I've been shot twice, not 6 times. And I have no excuses. My crying for myself, feeling sorry for myself is 3 seconds or less. Yours is 3 minutes. Truly God's example. Now I got a book coming out this year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru. See, being a Christian's a way of life, no moment in time. Hardest thing you ever do anyway. From here, I got another one called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer. I wrote this for men to shut up because women are tape recorders, but now I had to add another section to this for my daughters and my wife. Why? Because they need to bite their tongue a little longer too. How about my one called Fight the Monster Within? Bullshit doesn't pay your bills. All right, fighting through the pain. See, I got 39 books ready to go. We get to play. Now you got to get past go, and I think you're stuck. We show you some Lamborghinis, Adelphia, some mansions. White men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. More Lamborghinis, race boats in the backyard, helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and Ferraris. I call it Ray's Rules. It's a couple things I obtained. Is that okay? I show you what I obtained too? See, realize you didn't write down the blueprint, right? Did you? I want you to write down what I started when I was 9.5. See it, believe it, go get it. Now, credit repair, I'm sorry to tell you, it's a fraud. All right, I don't have a magic wand. I don't have a bunch of bullshit to give you. Okay, these people going, oh, I can remove all your credit. That's a lie. Okay, credit repair is a fraud, has been forever. But again, they're not a collect money up front too. Let's watch. The Federal Trade Commission says they can't collect money up front. They're saying they can remove your collection account and you owe the debt. Talk about a lie. Then they talk about the Credit Repair Organization Act. And then this lady says you have to have 0 to 1.5%. If your percentage is that low, they're going to stretch your limits or you're not going to get any more credit. You see, that's called stupid. You're not stupid. So let's write down section 611 because it's going to tell you exactly what you need to do. If you have an open collection account, you got to man up, woman up, be responsible, and not rip off your creditor. TRW, TRW, TRW. The report's wrong, Thomas Raymond Woolridge. I'm the guy that helped start all this garbage. All right, simple. Training Ken Yarbrough, balancing the debt. So it was very simple. It was good, fair, hell no. Using these 2 cards so you don't jack these up again and balancing your debt. It's the only way you get to that 750 and you never bring the score down below that. You can maintain it forever. So if we take responsibility today, we negotiate our debt, we put all cards at 25, 29% rule, and we do a wrapper refresh that I invented 39 years ago. It's called the KISS method, keep it simple, stupid. If that's what we accomplished today. Next, let's give you the first 25 steps today. Is that okay if you follow through? Let's understand. Intuit bought Credit Karma December 3rd, 2020. Credit Karma was indicted 3 times, by the way. It's like these ding-dongs that keep paying a LifeLock. They've been indicted 6 times. Their last indictment's $100 friggin' million, and consumers are stupid enough to pay them. They're the indicted company. I don't understand stupid. Do you understand stupid? So there's basic step 1. What's going to happen is we're going to take your personal credit reports. We're going to analyze them, and I'm going to personally analyze them for you and with you, and I'm going to put you on one of my classes on Saturday at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to tell you exactly what I need you to do on your part. Is that okay? It'll be live. I don't like pre-recorded crap. That's what everybody else does. Now we have to look at the SS5 form. You see right there in the corner, which you didn't pay attention to, that you did or mommy did for you. All right, so the SS5 equals SSN in 1040. See that Social Security card, your personal wallet today, get it out, read it. You probably never have read it anyway. It says do not laminate, don't carry with you, don't use for ID purposes, and property association administration, not you. You see, the SSN was created for the 1040 tax return. That's all it was for. Your first job years ago is very simple. All right, you thought the job ripped you off, half your money was missing. They pointed out to you the IRS gets their cut. You get the leftover. Isn't that fun? You see, you are a duck and a sheep because you allowed that to happen. That's going to stop today. All right, we're going to teach you how to play the game, and you're going to write down 1244 irs.gov. There you go, almost not pay tax anymore. And then we get up to the 5 million, we change all that strategy anyway. We're going to play the SS5 versus SS4 game now. Ready? Here it is, line 1, legal name of entity, individual person. Because of your lack of knowledge, is your stupidity, a man or woman, you didn't learn how to play. Shame on you. Banks and grocery stores play in front of you. So if we dissect this form, the 26 ways to use it, not abuse it, it says banking and credit purposes right there. It's pretty simple. I like to play. Your corporation's allowed to do 4 things under raised rules. Write them down. Buffer tax, no tax is due till it's profitable. Next, all credit to the corporation. It's all a damn write-off. From there, car, fleet price, hotel, free buffet. The next thing is your divisions are line of defense. They're cheap, they're multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, all right, multiple credit reports, and real estate separating liability. That way you can learn the division is a line of defense. The line of defense allows me to build up to $1 million plus credit for you, if you allow me to do it for you. From there, I guarantee what I say I can do, as long as you're basically part of the program and you follow through what I tell you need to do. Number 1, you don't violate rules. You don't jack up cars and apply during the program. If you can follow that, then we don't have to close your case or charge you a fee. Because if you do that, you screw up everything on rapid rescore as well. So understand, open collection account and negotiate. There's 5 ways to kill a debt. IRS, you have a problem? Simple. They have a form called 656, 433 A and B. So if we played the game step number 3, we can get to step 4 and understand that 750 is waiting for you. Simple. We analyze, we do a rapid rescore, we push the score up to 96 points, if not more, in 3 days, and create some green lights. So if you're not a client currently, what you should do is focus on the 750. We're going to do a rapid rescore. I'm going to put you in a class on Saturday to learn rules and tools for a 750 score. Then we're going to turn around and charge you $999 and give you $1,000 card back to you. That way I'm going to reimburse you through the credit. See, everything I do, I want to give you back 1 time, 5 times, or 10 times your money back anyway. During the broadcast, we discount it to $499. Then the card becomes $500. There you go. Now you maintain a 750 score the rest of your life because I just gave you the rules and tools how to do it. It's up to you to follow through. Now, a bank called checkbook money. All banks give lines of credit up to $150, usually with no tax return. So if your corporation or basically entities or divisions are 2 years old starting today, next year in January, you're going to get lines of credit. Now, it's a starter package for Millionaire. Rebuild the credit, rapid score. Articles us tax ID for free. If you don't have them, we'll give them to you for free. You pay a little filing fee. Set up on level 1, all right, every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with me. I'm going to charge you $999 right now to give you, all right, $5,000 of credit, 5 times your investment. If you call the office, it's $19.99. I'm going to give you basically $25,000 of credit. If you do $24.99, 5 times your investment again. And that normally is $5,000 at the office. So we analyze you. Very simple. We add history and you start popping credit right away. And that's the goal. From there, if you want those discounts, to me, it's very simple. You need to Zell, Ray Reynolds recipient, Ray at raisecredit.com. If you call during this webinar, they'll give you the same price too. 800-254-9506. If you do use a card, they're going to charge you a 5% fee on top of that. As we play, here's the next problem you have. You're on a voting list. So am I. They sell the voting list 412 times a year. Very simple. You have a cable bill. You have a corporation. See, you're on the national mailing list. You can opt out for 5 years or a lifetime. All you got to do is call 888-567-8688. Phone number's right in front of you. Very simple to do. There's step 4. Next, you have to plan the problem. I don't think you planned the problem. I think you let someone rip you off, friend and family member, and you also spent thousands, some didn't work. If we take the time to understand safety credit, sticky on the card, 25% always, never past 29%, at the limit there, you balance your score, and what do? You get a line of defense. The line of defense is how you get to where you want to go. All dashboards now say 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red, the way I designed it years ago too. From here, you get your discipline down and you balance your score. And then you can go get some more. But again, you have to listen and you have to stop jacking these suckers up. The problem with you is you jack up the wrong damn card. And then you feel sorry for yourself and bring the pain home. If we take the gold and platinum, they don't fluctuate credit ever. We get to max it up to $1 million. It's unlimited. As long as you make a monthly payment, our score never drops ever again. Shouldn't you focus on the rules and tools, how to play and win? But again, you lose your job, you have an emergency, what do? Everybody does the same silly thing. They run out of time, they run out of money, then they go jack up their cards in 42 days and tell the world, feel sorry for me. See, the goal is, if you needed 5,000 now. You said the word need. Ask your bank, the friend, the family, the bank, and they'll tell you no. See, you said the word need. So understand, if you need 5,000, use a card, payment's $50 a month. The average person wastes $50 every other day. So if we look at it with a person who wastes $140 a week, that's $600. What do we get to do? Well, we can basically use the corporate credit, go get to what? Pizzas in a drive-thru during a pandemic, using some common sense called residual income. Oh, white men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out. Write down raise rules, then write down I have the ability, and listen carefully, I will sacrifice a division if I have to. I will never hurt the corp in my family. So if anything gets screwed up, it should be a division, not the corp in the family. But your problem, you allowed yourself to be one, a lonely number, and you brought the pain home. The only thing we should ever sacrifice is a division. Your banks and grocery stores and cities do this in front of you. This is have your cake and eat it too. Raise rules, step number 7. All right, become a certified CFO, never bring the pain home. So if we play the right way, here I am in a coma. 14 and a half years ago, it sucks. My life got ruined. Trying to rebuild is like, but you have no choice. They stole everything I had. Google the address. You'll find out I'm telling you the truth. From there, I've been in 2 comas in my life. One, I was crippled. Jesus said, get up. I got up. Last one, I got to die and come back and help you. See, I think the devil's trying to knock us down and hold us back. But God's delays aren't God's denials. So I like to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. In other words, my way. Because I think your way sucks. I'm sorry to say, but it's true. So if a corporation's a legal person that may sue or be sued, the lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things every day. This is pathetic. I lost my job. I got 2 kids. Man up. Man up, sir. Get your butt to the church. They'll hand you the food. Go drive an Uber or Lyft. Go have a damn garage sale. This I don't feel sorry for at all. If they need it because they're homeless, that's fine. He's got a job. Had one. What did I do? I came out of a coma. Well, nothing. They stole everything. We're homeless after being millions and billions. I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. What did I do next? I had 12 garage sales in Huntington Beach. I got cited 3 times. In 6 weeks, I built $1 million of credit. Nobody ever should stay down. You stay down because you like to feel sorry for yourself, I guess. Okay, this is pathetic. He's got to man up and woman up. Bottom line, corporations can build itself. So a division is the only thing you're allowed to basically sacrifice ever. Division is a line of defense I designed in 85, 86. Willing to lose a division, not my family and my corporation. You see, if you let me get your tax ID, I can build your credit reports, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax. We can rebuild you in the corporation. I can line you up for checkbook money. Simple to do. Divisions allow us to get millions of dollars of credit. It's in my book called Buckets of Money. All right, up to $190,000 a month. So if you look at your corp today, if they sue it, they sue you. Kind of sucks. I like to create a line of defense for you using the division process I invented myself. So today, if you play with me, I'm even going to teach you how to daisy chain credit. 1 card. Why don't we get 9 more and get 9 more checkbook monies? How about a couple million? So you could build millions of dollars of credit before you even start a business. But again, you're going to learn about daisy chaining credit as well. Now, there's 89 ways how to use a division. I wrote a book on that too. Each division needs a tax ID and 2,000 of history. And what do we get to do? Each division set up for you is $4.99. That's all you got to do, 3 for $14.97. If you did 3 today for $9.99, that means now, and use Zelle. If it's not Zelle, call the office and pay the normal price. There's the fee, 800-254-9506. If it's done now, you get the discounted price. From there, I like goodies, but I put them in my divisions, all the goodies. I don't want to bring the pain home like you. So again, I want to build up to $1 million of credit cards, $5 million of checkbook money, and we got to get to the goal that we rebuild you, and then we go get the corporation credit too. We want the green unlimited spark under 100,000. We want the 230. Well, there's 160 times 9. B of A times 9. Wells Fargo times 9. From there, we want Chase times 9. And on top, we want the gold times 9 up to $5 million. Then we have to look at checkbook money. You see, we're entitled to all of this. Unsecured up to 150, as long as you have a 2-year corp or 2-year division or both. And here's my 5 favorite ones. Pretty simple. I like checkbook money up to $5.4 million. Ultimate goal. So the bottom line is very simple here. All right, we want to get past go. But again, that's going to be up to you. So I got specialty classes during my Saturday events as well, 8:30 in the morning every Saturday. I would like you to take the corporate credit I build you, and I'd like you to realize it's borrowed money is not taxable, and I'd like you to basically invest it, all right, into your lifetime income. All right, residual income right there, property and franchise. Again, all right, we got to get you the cake and eat it too. Become a certified CFO, never bring the pain home. What if today I give you a check for $1 million? The first thing you're going to think, think about it. Here's a check for $1 million. Your first thing is, oh, buy a house or car. Knock off the crap. That's called stupid. All right, because everybody wins money or gets something, they piss it away, and then they're broke within 3 to 6 years. You put that money in your personal account, you keep $375. That's called dumb. You put that money in the division of you through the corporate structure and tax ID. Guess what? We're going to turn that into up to $15 million. Leverage your money, pay all the bills first, pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, no tax. Oh, is that how rich and famous people do it too? Let's pretend today you're listening 100%. All right, you turn these 11 cities have filed bankruptcy. 11 cities. They file bankruptcy. You see, corporations, what? A legal person, so the cities and states. They create a Chapter 9 bankruptcy in case blankets the fan. You could have did the same thing, but you brought the pain home instead. So let's understand step number 9. Let's go to 10. Google bankruptcy today. The only thing you can bankrupt is SSN, SS4. Who's the duck? Make a decision the next time blank hits the fan. But it's up to you. If I add you to my credit system, pretty simple to do. I can build you up to $1 million of cash credit, as long as you go to class and not following you what, and you follow through. Beat your doubt, run your race. Let me rebuild you my way. Simple to do. Getting past go. All right, God's gift, mansions in the harbor. The race boats with my name on it, and the yachts too. Helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings. I would like you to change your driver's license in the near future to a P.O. box mailing address for more privacy. But again, that's step 12. Let's look at the car you drive today. I'll bet you went to the car dealership. They sweated you for 5 hours, treating like a duck and a sheep, and you put up with it. You lost up to 9 inquiries. You lost, what, $20,000? See, that's not how you buy a car. A car is fleet price tax ID division. You need to write it all off. From here, you look at the house and the car. Don't put 2 people on the loan. That makes no sense. If you lose the house and the car, now you got shitty credit. They report it to the IRS as a double what? All right, 1099-C, and now you have double shitty credit. There's the IRS 1099-C. You don't want to bring the pain home, do you? No, everything you should do is think about the problem. If the register owners on a car is a division, it's not you. Because everybody wants to see the registered owner in the bumpity bump. But again, it's your choice. As we play, every property you get should be a division. Because why? You don't know which one's going to slip and fall and sue you and screw you up. House payment offsets your taxes. From there, Amazon didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion to trillion. Why would they pay tax? You see, they're doing what they're allowed to do. There's no loophole. He bought Twitter in front of the whole world within 2 days with lines of credit. Now the bankers want to kick his ass heads. He's twiddly-dee and twiddly dumb. Hey, he basically screwed up Twitter within 3 days to a week. X marks the spot. That was called stupid. But he does have a spaceship. So do the other two guys. Again, we get to play. You can join the club if you want to and win the battle. Step 15, run your life through a corporation in conjunction. Very simple to do. So what happens next is simple. Pay tax, buy a Lamborghini. I'll bet you get a paycheck and you get taxable income. You get the leftover and you pay the car payment, gas, registration, insurance. You might want to yell no and start driving a company car like I do, step 17. You might want to go get an SS4 today and look what it says, banking and credit purposes, to find out I'm telling you the truth. By the way, that's step 18. You never had to be a duck and a sheep. You chose to do that. Here's mama. She had a baby today. So ever since 71, Nixon took the gold standard out. Every woman's responsible for the SS5 for the baby that gets bonded up 35 million apiece. You get to go home and take a nap. Isn't that fun? You see, everything to me is rules and tools. Escrow, close, homestead, trust. You have a house not in a trust. When they sue you, they take it away. When you die, get stuck in a probate. Your family got diddly squat. You hire a contractor. Oh, goody, they hire the subcontractor. It's down outside Home Depot. And when they slip, fall, and cut corners, they sue you and try to screw you up. My way, they get diddly squat. All right, why don't you look up irrevocable trust today, step 19. All right, you're going to have some fun playing. Next thing is, if you're a crook, don't file a tax return, just go to prison. I mean, come on, Wesley Snipes went to prison for 3 years, ruined his whole life and career, got $5 million fine, simple to do. So guess what? There's no way to play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. If you did that, all right, fix it. Step 20. The next thing is you can be an OPM. You don't pay a bill up to 70% discount up to 90 days. You get some money out of escrow, leverage it to 15 million. Borrow money is not taxable. Very simply set up the line of defense. Step 21, called blackjack. So your goal is to understand what I did for me doing up to $1 million a day. The Ray Reynolds University, 2009, One Technology Drive for Fine Spectrum. Locations in other states. Came out of a coma. Everything I had was stolen. What am I gonna do? I got home and go boo-hoo-hoo. Nope. I took out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. I took out my 5 closet divisions, and then I went over and I built $1 million of credit again. I rebuilt my life. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. It's about time you do the same thing. 1,000 steps to millionaire. Very simple. There's the Millionaire Founders Kit. If you want to, you can today. All right, basically, here's the boot camp. We're going to go over 3 days. We're going to go through all 18 books from real estate all the way down to becoming the bank. What happens is very simple. The bonus is by signing up today, and they're changing every day. So if you don't do this, don't worry. Tomorrow they'll be different for you. Level 1, 2, and 3 for 90 days in 2024. From there, all specialty classes again next year as well. From here, $50,000 of cash credit. All right, all bonus and classes start now. From there, it's $1,999. If you did it today, guess what you get to do? All books and CDs as well for free. If not, you can call the office, and then you can pay separately for the books and CDs. It's a Zelle, now. And the bottom line is I want you to think about what I've done with me. I wrote the book on laundromats and dry cleaning. I had 22,000 payphones before cell phones were created. I had my laundromats, my dry cleaning, I had my donut stores and all the pieces, and printing and salad and all kinds of goodies. All I was doing is creating residual income. So I'd like you to think about, if you let me build you up to 100,000 on credit, why don't we use 40,000 to buy you a location and get some residual income, 3 to 10,000? How about 100,000 up to 45,000? How about 250 up to 75,000? You see, you need to learn to be an investor. I don't want you to run the damn business, because all that does is take up all your time. Now let's look at an apartment complex. Existing, 1968. We don't want new. They have all those tenants right away, but they want 10% down. It's 300,000. No problem. We take it off the credit I billed you. From there, you have a new loan. Okay. Then we look at the difference. Now you have 13,452. Your problem is you think, oh, we're good. Oh, look at making money. Stop. That's the thinkers of stupid people. You're not stupid. All it takes is one of those tenants to slip, fall, and sue you and screw you up. We want you, and I want you to do it my way. I want to split deed each unit. The assignment of mortgage. I want residual income up to $76,800 a month. When you reverse the liability, you can sue them, they can't sue you. And now you get to win. You should always think about becoming the bank. Real estate franchise storage units. I have a 3, 6, and 12-month program. From there, you're going to learn to own it, not run it. There's the goal. When you go to these, what happens in the expo is like, which one do I pick? We want to pick existing. 3 locations, 125 down, 63,000 a month. 1 location, 47,000 down, 30,000 a month. Here's an opportunity. We're turning this into one of the Faizuli's restaurants. Simple. You want a Wendy's? Simple to do as well. You want a couple gas stations, own it, not run it? Let me know. You see, what do you see here? I see opportunity. Your goal is up to you. Without the checklist, I'm sorry, without me guiding you every step of the way, I don't think you're going to do it. Because if you were going to do it, you would have did it before now. Goal list, daily, weekly list, project list. Once we get you the project list, that's when all kinds of hell breaks loose. Everybody gives you a bad time every time you do something new, right? I'm going to guide you every step of the way. So let's build residual income from $10,000 to $100,000 a month. Let's make sure you understand all classes, weekly calls, rapid rescore, and you master 5 things. Even the daisy chaining of credit process into the millions of dollars. So if you want the 3 months coaching, there's $1,000 down. You pay your balance of $7,000 during the 3 months of coaching. If you paid the $8,000 up front, I mean, now, you're going to get $100,000 credit bill for you. But if you paid in full, if you go to the 6 months program, you put $1,000 down as well. From there, your balance is $14,000. If you pay the $15,000 up front, I'm going to build you up to literally $250,000 of credit. From there, there's only one left anyway for the 12-month program. $1,000 down, 12 months program, no problem, $31,000. You make your payments on a monthly base. If you paid in full at $25,000, you get a discount, and then I build you $500,000 of credit. That's if it was done today. Now, I got all these lists of people. It's supposed to be sold out, but it's not there yet because all these people promising money. The biggest thing that bothers me when they promise they're going to do something and they don't do it. Okay, that breaks my heart, but that happens every day. So it's a Zell. From there, there's no difference between you and Warren Buffett. See, he did it. Isn't it your turn? He's not a Fruit of the Loom making underwear. He's not a See's Candy selling candy. He owns the company, so what does he do? Third-party management. A corporation is a legal person that may sue or be sued. Divisions are the line of defense. Be willing to sacrifice a division, not the corp in your family. Divisions give you what? Millions in credit. That's why I wrote the book called Buckets of Money. 89 ways how to use the division. Each division today is pretty simple. 2,000 of history, $4.99 each. If you buy 3 right now, you get them for $9.99. It's a Zell now. Call the office at 800-254-9506. So what are you willing to lose? See, I didn't get a family. I didn't get nothing about a kid. I don't know what a mommy, a daddy, a grandpa, grandma, I don't even know what any of that's like. I got nothing. I got shit. And no one gave a shit about me. I had to find something to make it work. I wanted out of hell. So when I finally got a wife and 6 kids and 10 grandkids, I'll be damned if I bring the pain home. I'd rather shoot myself in the foot. Corporation, they sue you. Division process. Everybody wins getting checkmate. Step 23. Play my way. But again, I like the $1 million dream, don't you? Lamborghinis and big buildings too. Reach the dream, think to be the impossible. Raise rules, simple. Under corporate divisions, training people to be a certified CFO. So if you have joint credit, just in the way, get rid of it. You're going to buy a house, escrow, close homestead trust. Corporations are free. Why would you pay for it? You pay a filing fee. Divisions for real estate, franchise, current business, line of defense. I'm the only one on planet Earth that gives credit back for what somebody invests, up to times 10. So the reality is I want you to take away excuses. I want you to write it all off. Step 24. If all you want me to do is give you a 750 score, okay. We'll analyze, rapid rescore. We'll get you in the program, get you to class. Don't fall in you want. 750 score. Usually we charge you $9.99. give you 1,000 card back. Today, during the broadcast, it's $4.99. Card becomes $500. Those rules, you maintain at $7.50 forever now. Starter package for a corporation. Articles also tax idiot free. If you don't have them, pay a little filing fee. Set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. $9.99, 5,000 on credit back. 5 times your investment. $24.99, 25,000 on credit. So we have the ability to look at analyzation, add history, and we get to play and ask for pop credit for you right away. But again, that's going to be up to you. The ultimate goal. So again, if you do it now by Zelle, all right, the ultimate goal is to understand you can call 800-254-9506. If you use a card, they will charge you a 5% fee. All right, the goal is if you refer people, I'll build more credit. If you want to Zelle back at 10%, I'll do that too. But they better say your name when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you, and understand that's why I give my email too. Very simple. Banks file bankruptcy on locations. So do grocery stores and cities. Your whole goal is you didn't know how to play. Stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, all right, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look behind that curtain. Stay safe, stay strong, do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, it's going to be up to you if you want to get past go. I think you've had enough reruns, but that's up to you. My name is Ray Reynolds, and I'm going to change the world if you allow me to change yours too. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And we never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.